What's up, fam? This is your boy ELJEFE, and I am excited to be here today because I'm here to give you an early look at the Soundcore Spirit Dot 2. Now, these are one of the latest earbuds coming out from Soundcore, and as you know, they have been absolutely crushing this market for the past 12 months. And these are ones that you definitely don't want to ignore. Now, if you're interested in checking these out for yourself, I'll be leaving links to them right down in the description box down below. Now, as of making this video, these have not been released yet, but I will be updating the links as soon as these hit Amazon. Now, before we go any further, and for full disclosure, because I like having transparency and honesty with my viewers, Soundcore did reach out to me. They sent these over for my honest opinion and review. And if this is your first time here, you're not familiar with the way that I do things on this channel, whether I go out and buy the products myself or if a company sends them over to me for review, I'm always going to keep it 100% real with you and let you know whether or not it's worth your hard-earned money. So with all that said, sit back and relax, hit that subscribe button one time, and let's jump into this. But before we get all the way into this, let me just give a quick shout out to doingtheworldofflavor.com. Now, this is not a sponsored video. They're not sponsoring me. They're not paying me to say this in any way. I am a huge popcorn lover. That is my snack of choice. And doingtheworldoffflavor.com, they offer 250 different flavors of gourmet popcorn. Some of my personal favorites: blueberry muffin, orange dreamsicle, their standard cheese popcorn, their dill pickle, off the hook. Now, they've been supporting a lot of different creators. I really love their products, and I just wanted to give you a chance to check them out for yourself. So check out the link for doingtheworldoffflavor.com down in the description box. If you're into popcorn, if you're into those kind of snacks, make sure you check them out. So now let's jump into this. So first up, I'm going to tell you about the things that I don't like. So this is something that I've already addressed with Soundcore directly after I went through my initial testing of these earbuds. So these feature touch controls as far as controlling the earbuds themselves. Unfortunately, there is no volume control. And for whatever reason, there's also no reverse track, which I kind of don't understand. So you get play pause, you get answer and phone call, you get skip track forward, and you get access to your smart assistant of choice, but that's it. Now, for some people, I know that, not having volume control can be a deal breaker. And that's one of the reasons that I am addressing this right up front and right now. So just making sure that you're aware of that. Now, like I said, this is something that I addressed with Soundcore already. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing any sort of fix or anything like that, but it is something that I've brought up already. Now, the second gripe that I have with these earbuds is the fact that they don't have access to the Soundcore app. Now, normally all I've seen on the Soundcore app is the Liberty series being on there. But as far as the Life series and the Spirit series, I haven't seen those on there yet. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm just throwing that out there in case people were wondering about whether or not they had access to the Soundcore app. As of the making of this video, they do not have access to that. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the rest of this. So first up, let's talk about the connection of these earbuds. So these are running Bluetooth 5.0, so they're already going to have some of the best connection quality that you can get right out of the box. As far as the audio codecs are concerned, they're running AAC and SBC respectively. So you're not going to have any compatibility issues, whether you're running an Android phone or an iOS device, not a problem. I've tested for both and everything has been working perfectly. As far as range is concerned, these are giving you right around 25 to 30 feet, or about 8 to 10 meters for my friends overseas. So as far as range goes, this isn't the craziest amount of range that I've seen on Bluetooth earbuds, but the connection is extremely solid until you hit that limit, and then it kind of starts to break up. But to put it into perspective, I can walk around my whole apartment, I can go downstairs, I can go out my driveway, I can check the mailbox and do all that sort of stuff without having any problems. So that connection is very strong. And then as far as watching video, latency, and things of that nature, there isn't any lag as far as I can tell when watching video, whether it be Netflix or Hulu or YouTube, whatever it is, I haven't experienced any sort of lag or latency when watching video. As far as gaming goes, because I know inevitably it's going to be a question that's going to come up, is if you're one of those people that's playing competitive first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG, you're always going to experience a little bit of latency when you're playing those types of games. That's just the nature of Bluetooth technology at this time. So if you're competitive in those types of esports or those types of games, then you definitely want to go ahead and stick to those wired earbuds, at least for the time being. And then last but not least, my favorite features of these earbuds. First of all, it's going to be the fast pairing. So once you go through the initial pairing process, they pair up very, very quickly every time. As soon as you open the case and you start putting them up to your ears, they're already going to be paired and ready to go. So that's solid. I really do enjoy that. And secondly, these feature that dual connect feature. So you can run them individually while the other one is charging. So that's an awesome feature, and it's one of the best implementations that I've seen so far, because when you make the switch, the music doesn't even stop. So you can have them in your ears, you can take one out and put it to charge, music just continues. Pull the other one back out, swap them again, and the music never stops. So easily one of the best implementations that I've seen of this technology. So kudos to Soundcore for getting it right. Next up, let's talk about the comfort. Now, let me preface this by saying that comfort is highly subjective. So if these are comfortable for me, they may not necessarily be comfortable for you, because all of our ears are different. So just wanted to make that clear. So these come with a ton of different ear tip and air wing options. Now, when I say air wing, those are basically the cushions that go around the earbuds, and that's what kind of helps them stay in place. It sort of serves like a size adjuster. So they've got them in small, medium, and large, and it just kind of depends on the cartilage of your ears, which one's going to be the best fit for you. Now, like I said, they come with a wide assortment of tips and ear wings, so you got to make sure you take 5 minutes to really size them to your ears, because that's going to give you the best experience and the best comfort levels. Not only that, the ear tips, the choice on ear tips is so crucial to sound quality that it's not even funny. So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. But thankfully, they give you a ton of options. I managed to find the right ones for me. As far as the air cushions for my ears, I went with the smallest ones. And for the ear tips, I went with medium on my left ear and large on the right ear. And with that, everything is perfect. Super comfortable. They stay put. I don't have any issues with them falling out or anything like that. They get right through that shake test with no problems. And I'm getting some very good noise isolation. So these are actually a very small earbud, and they're very similar in size to the Galaxy Buds Plus, except these are actually slimmer than the Galaxy Buds Plus and have a lower profile. So these sit deeper in your ear. I was pretty surprised when I noticed that. So very good. Kudos on them for making that happen. If you're somebody who wants to wear them and you want to be a little more discreet, this is going to be an excellent choice going forward as far as these earbuds are concerned. So as far as comfort and design, very good. So far, so good. Very comfortable. No issues with ear fatigue, whether from the tips or from the ear wings or the cartilage of my ears. None of that. I can wear these for long periods of time, not going to have a problem. And then as far as people who are going to be active and using these for their intended purpose, because these are kind of like workout earbuds, that's what they're designed to be, these stay put. You're not going to have any issues as far as that's concerned. And they also carry a full IPX7 rating. So you're not going to have any issues with them getting wet, any issues with sweat or any of that sort of stuff. That is not going to be a problem for you. Now, next up, let's get into the case and the battery. Now, the case itself is very pocketable. It's actually pretty cool looking if you ask me. I really like the way that it functions. I like the way that the case slides open, similar to the Liberty 2 Pro. So I really do enjoy that type of opening for it. It doesn't have that clasp where it pops open like a clamshell. It just slides backwards. Pretty dope, like a moonroof, right? So pretty sick. And then they have a USB Type-C port, so they've got you covered as far as fast charging is concerned. Now, they don't have any Qi wireless charging on board, but considering the price tag, I can totally forgive that. Not a deal breaker whatsoever. And then as far as the battery of the case itself, they're carrying an additional 3 charges for the earbud. So right about 16 hours worth of playback time in the case by itself. And then as far as the earbuds themselves are concerned for battery life, so they're coming in at 5 hours and 46 minutes at 75% volume, and that's during my testing. Now that is only playback time, so that's not including phone calls and things like that. So your experience will vary based on how many phone calls and stuff of that nature you end up doing. Phone calls inevitably hurt the battery life, so just making sure you're aware of that. And then as I mentioned before, these do feature fast charging, so you can drop these back into the case for 5 minutes and that'll give you an additional hour worth of playback time. So pretty good. And if they're fully dead and you want to give them a full recharge, it only takes right about 90 minutes. So pretty quick overall. And then that takes us over to the call quality and the microphones. Now, as far as I can tell, these are featuring dual microphones, one on each earbud. So you do have stereo calling, both going out and coming in. So far so good as far as that's concerned. But as always, I'm going to let you be the judge of the sound quality by playing you a couple of sound quality clips. Let's get into them.
All right, so here we have the call quality test for the Soundcore Spirit Dot 2. Now, obviously I'm indoors in a semi-quiet environment, but this will give you an idea of what it's like to take phone calls indoors. And here's what it would sound like taking phone calls in a simulated noisy environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Playing some crowd noise over the speakers so you can have an idea of what it would sound like in a crowded room.
Now, for me personally, I think that call quality is pretty impressive considering these aren't like stock style earbuds. But like I said before, you have to be the judge in the comment section. So now let's get into the nitty gritty of these earbuds. Let's talk about the volume and the sound quality. So as far as volume goes, these get plenty loud. Are they the loudest earbud that I've ever heard? No, but they still get plenty loud, like more than loud enough for my own personal hearing. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give them a solid 7. So more than loud enough for me. I'm comfortable with these 65 to 75%. 80% if I really want to get loud, but beyond that, it's sort of overkill and it hurts my ears. So plenty of volume, plenty of overhead. If you have videos with quiet dialogue or podcasts, whatever it might be, they've got you covered. And then the sound quality itself. Now these earbuds bring that bass. I cannot stress that enough. Deep, punchy, sub-bass rumble. I mean, they have got it covered. So it's obviously a very dynamic, a very fun, and a very bouncy type of sound. So if you like to listen to like EDM and hip hop and things of that nature, not going to be a problem. You're going to love the way these sound. And the bass is very strong and punchy, but it isn't overwhelming to the point where it destroys the mids or the treble. Everything sounds very, very good, but they have a little bit of a bass boost. So it to me personally, I like the way it sounds. It gives you a more full and more rich type of sound. So I tested these with all types of genres, from classical to hip hop, EDM, rock, trap, all kinds of different genres, male vocalist, female vocalist, instruments. I even tested it with classical music just to really hear the instruments and the separation and all of that. And overall, I am highly impressed. Now, these aren't for audiophile and critical listening, because this isn't that balanced type of sound. This is a very dynamic, bass boosted and treble boosted sound. So this is going to be fun for like 90% of people out there. So if you want to rock out and headbang with some rock, or if you want to get down to some hip hop jams or even some smooth R&B or whatever it might be, these are going to have you covered as far as that sound quality is concerned. So I really enjoy these earbuds. Do I recommend you go out and pick these up despite some of the gripes with these earbuds? Absolutely. See, for me personally, the lack of volume control is not a deal breaker. That is just me personally. I have to bring that up because there are some people who it is, and I want to make sure that I'm being clear and open and honest with you about what could be a problem for you. But for me personally, would I go out and buy these for myself? Absolutely. The sound quality is great. They got great battery life. They're super comfortable, and the sound quality is legit. So overall, I highly recommend them. As soon as it's become available, I think this is going to be a solid choice for you. To be clear, these are 100% ELJEFE approved. I do enjoy them, and I think you will too if you're into this type of look and if you're into this type of sound. Now, let me just say thank you. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for giving me the time to go ahead and tell you about the Soundcore Spirit Dot 2. You clicking on this video and you letting me tell you about them directly helps support this channel and is supporting me during this difficult time. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about these earbuds, feel free to ask down in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button along with that bell. That way you never miss any of my upcoming videos. So with all that said, I hope you have an awesome week. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.